Welcome, Hudson Valley. This is Conor, Walsh, host of In Touch, Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley's award-winning public affairs and issues program. This week on In Touch, we speak with Lisa Berger, Director of Ulster County Tourism and Office for Film. Ulster County is not a vacation. It is a destination for discovery. Lisa and I discuss how you can get lost on purpose in this beautiful, historic, and soulful area in the heart of the Hudson Valley. We invite you to join us and listen to a previously recorded conversation between Lisa and myself here on In Touch. I'm so proud to announce that In Touch has received another 2 Excellence in Broadcasting Awards from the New York State Broadcasting Association for 2024. In Touch received the award for Outstanding Public Affairs Program or Series for the 2nd year in a row. Not just that, but In Touch also received the award for Outstanding Editorial/Commentary. This recognition would not be possible without all of our phenomenal guests that we learn from and grow with every single week, and of course, you, the listener. Whether you've been listening for a while or you just found us, thank you for taking part in the conversation and staying in touch with what's going on in the Hudson Valley. Because of the awesome success of In Touch over the last year, we are expanding. We're launching a new spin-off series under the In Touch umbrella called Townsquare Spotlight. These spotlights focus on amazing celebrities and leaders passing through the Hudson Valley who are making an impact in pop culture. You can check out our latest spotlights wherever you listen to In Touch. Hello, Hudson Valley. You're listening to another episode of In Touch, Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley's award-winning public affairs and issues program. We got a great episode for you guys today. Wonderful returning guest. It's been a while since she's been on, but really happy to have her back on, and hopefully we can have her on a little more often again, too. With us today, we have Lisa Berger, the Director of Ulster County Tourism and Office for Film. They got so many things going on over in Ulster County. It's such a beautiful county. I love going over there, and especially like the conjoined walkway. You know, I'm only 5 minutes away. I can just walk over to Highland and I'm there easily. So beautiful, beautiful stuff. Can't wait to get into it. Lisa, how are you today?
I'm great, Conor. It's great to be here with you. Thank you so much for having me back. I can't believe it was almost a year ago already.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It's funny, some of these returning guests that I've had, it's like, I feel like I just talked to you like a month or two ago. And it's like, nope, nope, it's been much longer, but it just goes by so quickly. But it goes by so quickly when you're having a lot of fun and you have a lot of great things happening in and around your area. So here we are, we're kind of like at the cusp of end of summer, beginning to fall. The last time that we had you on, we were actually talking about the Haunted History Trail of New York. Yeah. So you know what? Since we're kind of in that hybrid state right now, if you want to talk about that for a moment, do you mind getting into that for us?
I'm super excited to talk about the fall. I feel it already. I mean, did you feel the temperature last night? It was nice and cool.
Oh, even today. That feeling? Even today, just stepping outside.
It's fall is in the air. So we are going to start, of course, with the Headless Horseman Hayrides and haunted attractions, the #1 haunted attraction in the United States. And, it's so apropos. This year, their opening night is Friday, September 13th.
Oh, perfect.
It is perfect. But they are so excited to kick off the season. And for anybody who's never been there, it's not just one thing. It's a whole bunch of different haunted attractions. Everything from, an escape room to the hayride that made itself famous, to all different kinds of things that people can experience and go through. New this year, they have something called Jacko's Inferno.
Ooh. What's that? That sounds great.
Well, I believe it's a house featuring things that are on fire.
Oh my God.
There you go. What do you think about that? Foul-smelling concoctions, a cauldron that's boiling with all kinds of crazy things. I mean, it sounds really, really cool. Of course, going through their various haunted attractions, they change the theme year to year. This year, there's going to be walk through something called Crow Hollow, where there's only a glimmer of humanity left, with lots of people with crazy eyes. So that sounds super scary to me. And then, of course, there's the escape room that people love to try to do. So, there's something there for everybody. And then the only other thing that I do need to say is they do a children's day for, the littlest people. And it's not going to be crazy scary. And this year's Children's Day is October 5th. There's a rain day of October 6th. And it's really more of a chance kind of to meet people during the daylight and to get pictures taken. And it's very, very, very accessible for families.
Oh, that's so cool. I really, really love that. I actually have done a number of haunted houses back in the day, especially like when I was in high school. So it's cool to see what people do and get to experiences. Like people come out and try to scare me and I'm like, hey, I like that. That's really cool. Or they kind of get weirded out by me. It was like, I'm not scared of it. I was like, oh, I remember that. Or that's cool. Or I love it. It's so much fun.
I'm not like that at all, Conor, to tell you the truth. That hay ride was so scary for me. And this is years ago that I can't even think about going back on it. Things jumping out at me in the dark. Oh, God, that's like my worst thing. I can't take it. And they have lots of that in everything that they do.
Oh, they really do, though. I don't blame you. Hey, you can go to the family thing on the 5th, and you'll be good.
That's what I'm thinking about doing. The other thing that I think I would do that's really different and kind of cool is, do you know Widow Jane's Mine in Rosendale?
I've heard of it. I've never been.
So, this is where they used to mine cement, and it left caves, right? And there's some water. Well, in those caves, they do performances from time to time. And October 1st and 2nd, Dracula is going to be performed in that cave.
Wow.
Which is going to be so cool. So it's a nighttime experience. The cave will be lit up. You'll be able to see the actors, but it's a totally different kind of experience, and it's just completely different. I think that that's kind of like a really cool, totally cool offering. But, we also have these haunted history cemetery tours at the Old Dutch Church, for example. You kind of walk around and hear about all the spooky stuff. And Historic Huguenot Street actually is coming back. So Historic Huguenot Street does do haunted walks. You can find out about their haunted walks by going to their website, and you can sign up for them right online. And then, of course, Ulster County is famous for having the Shanley Hotel.
Yeah.
So, if you're really a paranormal, freak and really want to be scared out of your wits, you can actually stay overnight and experience that whole thing. Have you done that, Conor?
I have not, but a friend of mine and I are saying it's like, this is going to be the year that we're going to do it, and we want to stay overnight. We want to see if we can make it through the night. See, I'm a believer. He's a skeptic, so we're perfect pairing for each other to go and check this out.
All right, so you're going to have to get back to me after you've done that and experienced it and told me all about what that's like.
I absolutely
it's probably going to be great.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I've seen it. I've been there, but I've never stayed a night. And that's what I want to do. I want to stay a night.
And who could blame you, I guess. And then, of course, once you get all the way to the end of October, there are 2 huge Halloween parades in Ulster County on Halloween. So one's in Woodstock, and that is almost like art on display, right? The kinds of costumes that people come in with, the number of people. And then, and it's great for families too, because then you can trick or treat right through the little Tinker Street area. The shops are open and they've got things out. So it's really kind of fun. And New Paltz, of course, does a tremendous Halloween parade as well. So the party starts for Halloween in mid-September in Ulster County, and we don't want anybody to miss it.
I love dressing up. I love getting involved in all of that. So it's cool. It's so awesome to see, and I'm really excited about all of it. I definitely want to check it all out, and I'll let you know about the Shanley Hotel. I definitely got to make that a thing to do this year.
You've got to video some of it.
Oh, my, of course. Got to record it. Got to see what we can pick up. Oh, my God, but that would be so cool.
Good.
Again, you're listening to In Touch, Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley's award-winning public affairs and issues program. We're having a lot of fun here with Lisa Berger, the director of Ulster County Tourism and Office for Film. We've been talking about that transition into fall and spooky season, talking about the wonderful things going on with the Headless Horseman to Halloween parades and different activities like that, family-friendly or more scary. Really looking forward to all this. This should be a lot of fun. And of course, right now, as I said before, we're in that transition from the summer into the fall. Yeah, Labor Day weekend, everybody says, is the unofficial end of summer, but summer doesn't end until the end of September. So enjoy that time. There's a lot that you can still do. And with that, you know, we have a lot of schools coming back, you know, SUNY Ulster, SUNY New Paltz, you have the colleges, you got all those kids. So with all these families coming in and out of the area for like that transitional time, what would you recommend that families go and do?
We have so much great stuff for families. So one thing that I want to make sure that people know about is that Rail Explorers, which is based in Phoenicia, is open on weekends all the way till the end of October. And I should mention that they do something called a lantern ride too. So it's not spooky in the winter, but you can do a night lantern ride there. And as the weather turns cooler, it's just perfect for it. So you might know that those are, you know, pedal assisted little carts on the rail line. And it's an 8-mile trip round trip, super easy to do. Super picturesque, lots and lots of fun. I mean, I did it and had a terrific time. Pro tip for anybody who's never done it, when you get to the halfway point, they have to actually turn the rail cars around, which means they have to do that manually, which means you have a 20-minute rest in this beautiful spot that overlooks the Esopus Creek. And I am telling you right now, bring a cold beverage of some sort.
Nice.
And maybe some cheese and crackers, because you have 20 minutes to hang out, refresh a little before you get back on and pedal back. And it's just really nice. I highly recommend it. It's terrific. And it's great for all ages and abilities because there is a motor there. All you need to do is pedal a little and it engages. So that's a great thing. And then also up in that area that I completely love to do, and right now the party's still going on up there on Friday nights, is go up to Bel Air. They have a gondola that will take you all the way to the top of the mountain, and you can ride it back or you can walk back down. They have disc golf set up, and on Fridays they have food truck festivals with music, and that continues all the way until Labor Day weekend, and it is so much fun. And then they are also doing a car show on Labor Day weekend, and then in October they do an Oktoberfest, like complete with, like, you know, the people in lederhosen and all of that. So Bel Air is a great place for people to pop into right now. I mean, everybody thinks about it for winter. Now is it's a great time to pop in.
That does sound great. Definitely worth checking out. One thing that I always love going over to the waterfront park there in Kingston and just kind of checking things out between the rail trail and the kind of the little beach there, and then of course the little city and town and everything. It's such a nice place to hang out. I was just there not that long ago with some friends.
Highly recommended. Yeah. And what I would also say is really fun to do too is jump on that little trolley. I think it's $5 to take the ride to the trolley. Takes you out to Kingston Point Beach.
Yep.
And you can hang out there, or, you know, just come on back and ride the trolley back. But it's just like, it's so cute and it's so fun and it's really terrific. And also down at the waterfront, of course, you know, happening Labor Day weekend is the Hoolie on the Hudson. So who does not want to celebrate the halfway point to St. Patrick's Day? I mean, come on.
Well, you know my name, Conor Walsh. How much Irish are we going to get from that? So
you can't get more Irish. And they have the Irish step dancing. They have Irish bands and music. It's dedicated to celebrating St. Patrick's Day twice a year in Kingston.
Love it. Love it. I've been a couple times. It is a lot of fun.
It really is. It really is. And you just can't say enough about like how much fun that is. And you run into everybody that time of year. Like once Labor Day hits, it's festival season here in Ulster County. So, you know, we've got, after that, we have the Garlic Festival. We have the big, huge Oktoberfest that takes place on the walkway. You were talking about the walkway.
Yes, absolutely.
And this time of year is absolutely perfect for it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. not too hot. It's a gorgeous view. It's a terrific thing to do, and we're so lucky to have it as part of the Empire State Trail, right? And connecting Dutchess and Ulster counties. So, there's so much outdoor stuff to do right there on the walkway. They also do evening events. They do special events besides the Walktoberfest. So there's always something going on, it feels like. But if you haven't been to the walkway for their Walktoberfest, there are literally vendors lining the Ulster County side for like a mile.
Yeah.
So definitely come and try that.
So fun. I'm going to be there, some for the radio station, some personally. I'll be performing and DJing in places, and it's just so cool to be able to, experience that. I have friends who are like, I live right here. I pass under the walkway, but like I hardly ever go. Me, I'm there at least like a couple times a month, and even that's kind of low, but I still love just taking in the views. I know this was a while ago. It doesn't feel that long ago, but the solar eclipse that happened earlier this year. My buddy and I, we drove over to the Highland side. We got up and we watched the eclipse from there. And, it's like just finding excuses and good reasons to take advantage of it. Absolutely. And besides, good for Christmas cards. We've done that for years, too. Taking some gorgeous photos for Christmas cards.
Absolutely. Never bad time to be on the walkway, that's for sure. And for that Walktoberfest, you also they bring in a lot of craft vendors. Like a lot of these craft makers that we have, be it beer or spirits or wine, they're there at that. So you can actually get a taste of a whole lot of different things when you go. So, and I highly recommend that people search out Hudson House Distillery if they go to Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
You want to talk about great pictures? Have you been on that big huge deck?
Yeah, I have. It's impressive.
It is impressive. And what a gorgeous view of Dutchess County. You can see the Vanderbilt Mansion perfectly while you're on that deck. It's absolutely stunning and amazing. And the boys who run Hudson House are certainly a lot of fun. And they know how to have people enjoy. But more importantly, they're making amazing spirits. So, if you're into local craft spirits, that's a great place to stop. And they even are doing a boozy brunch on Sundays that I haven't gone to, but it sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. Well, it's kind of hard to make everything when there's so many wonderful things happening in and around the county. So that's kind of tough to make them all. But hey, real soon, you got it. And I'll have to make it over there too. That sounds fantastic. You said how after Labor Day, it's festival season in Ulster County. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how some people think, with Labor Day is like, oh, it's all done. It's all over. There's so much still to do and still to come. So what do you say to those people who like Labor Day comes around and is like, oh, it's done. I'm done for the season. And it's like, what do you say to them? It's like, no, there's still tons.
Yes. I'm going to say two things. Get your hiking boots on and head to Minnewaska State Park or to any of the trailheads at the Mohonk Preserve. The Mohonk Preserve was just awarded gold status and is the only gold status park in New York State certified by Leave No Trace, who are the people who really try to preserve the environment. So like I said, sneakers are fine, just don't do anything extreme. Better if you have hiking boots, but sneakers are fine. And go take a walk. It doesn't even matter. Take a mile walk or take a 6-mile walk. In the fall, it's the perfect time. The leaves are gorgeous. There's so many different things that you can do and see. For people who really feel adventurous, if you want to, scramble up the Bonnecue Crag and look at the entire valley below you, you can do that. Or, you can just take the loop around Lake Minnewaska. Yeah. It's less than 2 miles, and every direction you look at is absolutely gorgeous. So I would tell people to do that. I'd also say you don't need a bike. You can actually rent bikes. There's so many places now in Ulster County, in Kingston and in New Paltz, and even in Highland where you can rent bikes or e-bikes and jump on the rail trail.
That's
So,
simple. That's nice.
Or take your bike out from Dutchess County. Ride right over that bridge. You can ride directly into New Paltz, stop and get yourself a nice treat at Water Street Market, and ride back. It's a great way to spend the day. And those are like my top tips for fall. And then if there's one event I would say you really shouldn't miss, it's the Ulster County Italian Americans Italian Festival.
Oh, yeah.
On the waterfront in Kingston, on the Sunday of Columbus Day weekend. And it is an ode to all things Italian. So Conor, Walsh, you're Irish. Believe it or not, even though my last name is Berger, I'm Italian.
I am Italian too, actually.
Are you?
Yeah, my mom's side. My dad's side's all Irish, but my mom's side's Italian, so I got it.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
You gotta go to this. It's Italian music, it's Italian food, it's like Italian novelties. It is an ode to all things Italian. It is so fun. And because you're half Italian, who are the most warm and friendly and happy people in the world? Italians. And then have a place where they can buy wine at a wine tent.
That's pretty good.
It is the perfect combination. Fall weather, Kingston waterfront, Italian food and wine. What more could you ask for?
Absolutely. Hey, I might have an Irish heart, but my stomach is purely Italian. Trust me. It's funny, my dad being all Irish and everything, it's a good thing he married an Italian woman because he does love his pasta. Oh, my God. That's what he's all about. 100%. No, that's terrific.
Who doesn't love pasta? It's the
Exactly.
Or
so
pizza.
good. Or pizza. Actually, Pizza Tuesdays, we have pizza here every week. So I literally just had it for lunch.
Oh, you work in a good spot. I'm going to have to talk to the county about that. We do not have Pizza Tuesday.
You should have a
I'm
Pizza
going to have to
Tuesday.
work on that.
You should have a Pizza Tuesday. It's so worth it.
Since you're part Italian, the Garlic Festival, if your family likes to, the Garlic Festival is September 28th and 29th in Saugerties. You can smell the garlic from the thruway.
It's funny. The Garlic Festival, it was one of those things, the very first time I actually noticed signs for it and everything, I was like, Garlic Festival? What? Garlic? Why a festival? But when I did stop in, I was like, this is pretty cool. Okay, I understand why. This is pretty good.
I mean,
but it sounds so random.
We usually have a tent there, where we set up and kind of give people information, about visiting Ulster County. And we have literally noticed people walking out with huge bundles and bags of garlic. Like, I don't know how you could go through that amount of garlic even in a year, but you watch people carrying it out, and it's great. And there are people who are like, I have to go to this vendor, I have to go to that vendor. They're looking specifically for a certain kind of garlic. It's so amazing to me. But yeah, 2 days of that, and I think you're ready probably to make sauce for the winter.
There
right?
you go. Absolutely. Have all the sauces ready for all the holidays coming up. You're ready to go. Terrific.
That's right.
Again, you're listening to In Touch, Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley's award-winning public affairs and issues program. We're speaking with Lisa Berger, Director of Ulster County Tourism and Office for Film. We're talking about everything that's going on in that transition from summer to fall, all the wonderful places to hike, all the amazing festivals, everything that you need to check out. So much fun. So, Lisa, for those who want to stay in touch with what's going on in Ulster County, where's the best place to go? Where can they find information on tourism and all that?
Just come right to our website, visit ulstercountyny.com, and you can sign up right there to get our newsletter, which is sent out quarterly. We have a super easy to use events calendar that will actually, if you look up one event, it will suggest other events to you that are kind of like it. So come check out the events calendar. We have features on the website that tell you things to do and stuff like that. And we're getting ready right now to change that website over to fall. And one of the things we're going to have right on that front page is a feature on, places for you to pick your favorite cider donut.
Oh, gosh. If there's any great export that New York has, it is the cider donut.
There you go. What's your favorite about cider donuts? Do you like them to taste cidery? Do you like them to be sugared or powdered? I like them with the cinnamon and sugar on the outside, and I like them warm.
Oh, yeah. When you get them fresh and warm with the crystallized sugar and cinnamon, like, that is a special treat. And when it's still, like, soft and doughy on the inside after being warm and freshly cooked, it's like, oh, my God, you can't beat that. I will take like a regular one, like it's been in the box, it doesn't need to be warm. I'll eat those. But, oh, God, when you get them fresh and warm like that, just melt.
It's so true. It's so true. And there's a ton of great places that, you can get them from over here. I mean, Tantillo's has won in Gardner, have won awards for theirs. And I mean, you could just hop from farm stand to farm stand in Ulster County, just doing nothing but sampling the cider donuts until you figure out which ones are your favorite.
Absolutely. Cider donuts, the cider itself. I'm an apple guy. I know everybody likes their pumpkin spice or whatever, but I'm an apple guy. Give me all the apple cider. Give me all that. I'll be very happy.
I am too. I have to admit it. But then again, I'm the daughter of an apple farmer. I grew up on an apple farm, so I'm a little bit more partial than I am to pumpkins. But you could literally just spend an afternoon going from like Herd Family Farm to Tantillo Farm to Wright Farm to Dressel Farms to Walk Hill View and try all of their cider donuts. That would be my suggestion.
Oh, my God. Yeah, just have a cider donut trail. It's like, that's a great way to spend a weekend if I've ever heard it. Good date night. I gotta call up my girlfriend right now. It's like, we know what we're doing. Having a date weekend, just cider donuts.
Right. I'll send you that little loop that I just described. And then this way you take pictures at every spot.
Oh,
Send them to us.
That would be beautiful.
You'll be all over our social media.
Terrific.
Do you have a dog?
I don't have a dog.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have any pets. My girlfriend, she has cats.
All right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, because you bring the dog too.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
Good for all the pets. Bring all the fur babies. Have some fun with them.
Yes, absolutely.
Terrific. Lisa, thank you so much for being on this episode of In Touch. We've covered so much and a lot to digest and to enjoy. Before we completely wrap this up, do you have any last little nugget to leave the Hudson Valley listening audience on? Really, it's just that there's no bad season in Ulster County. It's always good, but we really are coming into the time when the Hudson Valley is its most gorgeous, when these leaves start to turn. So we're looking forward to seeing you and your girlfriend, Conor, in Ulster County and everybody else. And they can visit ulstercountyny.com for more information. And thank you so much for having me. Absolutely. And we'll definitely have you back again soon. Lisa, thank you so much for being on this In Touch. Thank you. Of course. This has been this week's edition of In Touch, the award-winning public affairs and issues program that runs across Townsquare Media, the Hudson Valley radio stations. We want to give a big thank you to Lisa Berger. For more information, visit ulstercountyny.com. Of course, all links and information will be in the description of this episode. I've been your host, Conor Walsh. Until next time, stay curious, keep an open mind, and as always, I'm glad we get to spend some time